Welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Depths of Phandelver. Hope everyone had a fantastic week.
Wasn't bad.
Good. All right. Well, last time. Uh-oh, it's already starting to cut in and out. It's okay, I'll fix it.
Not for me, at least.
Our party found themselves making their way through a bug-infested hallway that seemed to get narrower and narrower as they progressed forward, finding their way into a little kind of alcove where there was a little bit more room. They were able to devise a plan to get their largest friend, Grumback, through without leaving him behind in the form of a spell, thanks to D1, which they were able to make him very small and thus getting him through as an entire party, leaving no one behind. They crossed a stream of water, seemingly a kind of fast-moving stream of water from one cave segment to another, and they now find themselves kind of in a larger network underground, deep underground, seemingly, with no visual signs of any light coming in from the outside. They found the remnants of what seemed to be collapses of creatures that seemed to be scattered above on the ceiling above them in different areas. And that's where we find ourselves today, as Ronan and the team decides it best to try and sneak by as opposed to take them on as Ronan casts darkness to the group. All right. Excuse me. So, Ronan, my friend, as you stand here in the moment, reciting kind of the last syllable of the incantation here out loud, the darkness itself envelops your weapon, Ronan. It circulates around it, it spirals around it, and it engulfs everything around you. Even the people, your companions. All of you are in pitch black darkness right now. As a matter of fact, as soon as this happens, you hear a few murmurs coming from behind you, Aliva and D1. A couple of very odd sounds that you haven't really heard before. Seemingly the sounds of somebody who is not happy of being in the darkness like this. What would you all like to do?
Grumback, are you being a baby? Again.
Is that Grumback or
He's very quiet. Yeah. He's very quiet. Very quiet.
So he's not the one making the sounds?
You hear...
We surely can't progress in this.
As he kind of, you can hear his voice kind of changes, kind of in projection as he's clearly shaking, moving his head from side to side, trying to get any kind of idea of light, which there is none.
I'd take a couple steps toward him so you could actually hear the clink, 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 because I'm not
Sure,
subtle.
you do.
Yeah, and I'd be like, you've already faced many fears you didn't think that you could, so this is just one more to mark off your list, right?
Perhaps.
Right, Grumback?
for a big tough bugbear?
Let me see. Oh shit.
Bugbear up, big guy.
He kind of, you hear kind of like a, and he kind of, you hear like the change in his voice, and
forward. We must move forward. Indeed.
Good.
Let's
Yeah, you
all
got
just
this, big guy.
go single file, grab onto each
Okay.
other's belts, and make our way.
All right, you got it, D1.
So if you do it that way, like it's only 15 feet from me,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
so everybody's kind of gotta just scrunch around me.
Right.
We can't see each other, but we certainly can hear and like feel each other.
Yeah, and I can see.
Yeah.
So
15
just
feet.
follow directions, and we'll make it through this. But we gotta go because I only can do it for 10 minutes.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. So what is that the plan then? We're gonna kind of just we're holding on to bits of armor.
If you put Grumback and one monkey behind me and Brandy, and then the other two monkeys behind that should be within 15 feet of Bat, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. What is going on with Rummy and Bitters?
He's just gonna probably sit on my shoulder for this.
Okay. Move them down on you as well as Bitters too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense. I feel like if he was flying around, I don't know if he would attract the attention of the monsters.
Yeah,
If we
keep
let
him
the
inside
owls or
the darkness at least. For
But
now.
we don't really want them to be suspicious of anything, so yeah.
It's
Just
true.
keep Bitters within our
Yeah.
darkness.
Okay. This is pretty great actually. What direction are we moving? So Ronan, you're in the front here along with Oliva. What directions are we moving here? Are we just going along the wall? Which wall are we going with? The right wall, the left wall?
Should I be able to see the map?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody should just see black with their character on it.
Although Ronan would be the only one that can see.
I thought
He
he
can't-
can see.
I don't think he
Yeah.
can see through a
No,
darkness.
I can
he?
see through it.
Oh, you can?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let me see.
So he's got a link your
The wielder of the darkness.
Devil
can see through
vision.
the
Oh, the
darkness.
wielder. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm making
All right.
that up.
Oh, it just didn't say that? I thought it did. Okay, you were holding... Wait.
I have an invocation.
Ah, he's special.
Such as if any spell overlaps. So you can see through this?
Because of my Eldritch Sight. Or
Yeah.
Eldritch
Because he's a fancy wizard.
Okay.
I
No,
Not
that's
a regular
that's
wizard.
awesome. That's awesome.
So useful.
Magical darkness. Okay, perfect. All right. Sorry, this is just very confusing. I'm just trying to get this right. Magical and non-magical.
It's the first time we've used this.
Holy shit. Okay, so that means... Just give me 1 second because I have to adjust the dark vision just for a moment.
No worries.
I wish there was just a click that I could do. This is really dumb that I have to do it like this. I'm not going to do it like this. I'm sorry. Give me 1 more second. We're not doing it this way because this is ridiculous that I even have to do this. All right. I'm going to do this. Brandy. Almost ready. Perfect. That's actually perfect. That worked exactly the way I wanted it to. Excellent. Okay. GM layer. That. All right, Sato, you're gonna be able to see because for obvious reasons.
Oh,
But you won't be able to make any decisions, obviously, because D1 can't see. Only Ronan can.
Oh, I can see, yeah, but my character can't.
Right.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I didn't set this up beforehand. I don't know why I didn't. But I'm almost done, so I apologize, guys.
No worries.
Don't stress about it.
We're
good.
chilling.
I'm just sitting here thinking of ways to fuck with Grunbat. What
You might
that man
deserve
is
it.
traumatized.
Nice. I'm thinking of ways to lose this ring, like, naturally, casually.
Something tells me that you're not going to be able to.
Maybe not. I already thought about, like, if I'm twiddling it in the dark, because I don't want to lose it, and then I drop it, and then Brandy steps on it or something. I'm like, then why would she not say something immediately? I'm already plotting over here.
See what this looks like. Let's see what that looks like. Perfect. Brandy can't see. Aliva can't see. Sato can't see what he can, but he can't. Perfect. Does that look good to you guys?
Looks good
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Okay. My apologies, Ronan. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
let you. Yeah.
So we know that there are the two somewhere around here.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I am going to whisper to everybody. There's a wall on your right. Hug the wall and move forward until I say to stop.
Got it.
Perfect.
And we're gonna have to keep pace with you so that nobody gets left out of the cloud.
Yeah, I was gonna like tap you guys individually. Like I'll tap Brandy and she can start moving. And then I'll tap
Okay.
Aliva and she can start moving.
Sounds
And
good.
I'll tap
Yeah, or we can all
one,
just
start
hang on
moving.
to each other's belts and just walk as a group.
How quickly are we moving?
At a stealth pace.
So really slowly. Okay. Is that the plan then? We're gonna go ahead and go forward with this?
Okay.
I love it. Okay. All right, let's go. So, as you all stand here shrouded in darkness in the moment, you hear the voice, you hear Ronan's voice as he begins to give you all kind of, you know, the instructions on how we're going to get through this together. He begins to move forward. You all feel like a little bit of a tug, and you all begin to kind of move forward too at the same time, very, very slowly. As we round the corner here, Ronan and Brandy, you feel below you the rocks, the debris that begins to kind of become the terrain underneath you. I'd like you to both roll me a dexterity check, please. Just a flat dex check. I'm gonna do this.
14 from me and 16 from Brandy.
Perfect. Thank you guys very much. As you continue to walk forward into the area here that you kind of got a good look at previously, you begin to kind of navigate the terrain pretty easily. As those behind you kind of move forward, you kind of give them the the warning, let them know that there are rocks ahead. As you all kind of continue to make your way forward here, we'll go ahead and just say, Ronan, you're gonna like have a moment here where you're feeling pretty uneasy as you round the corner here. There goes the music.
Oh, I still hear it.
Disaster. Oh, okay. Nice. Good.
Yeah, I did hear it cut out, but like you said.
Okay. I gotta figure that out. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and move you guys up to here, Ronan. And I'd like everyone to roll a stealth check for me with advantage. We're gonna round this. We're gonna do some cool stuff with this.
We're rolling a which one?
A stealth check with advantage.
15.
Damn. Oh, of course.
Look at Brandy with a 30 stealth. Wow.
So silly.
She disappears in the darkness.
Nice. Everyone's rolling like champs. All right. Valora Chu.
Did I roll
Very
disadvantage?
good. Sorry?
So did I put disadvantage? No, I put advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is the 19?
What?
Oh, no, okay, 19 plus 3. Yeah, why is that lit up? That doesn't-
I don't know why it says heavy armor.
Oh, it's saying heavy armor, so it's automatically
Yes.
wanting to light up my...
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody passes. Not only does everybody pass, you also feel a lot more. Wow, that was unplanned. You also feel a lot more comfortable with now that you've been able to navigate the the terrain here in the darkness for the better part of 12 seconds. All right, perfect. Sorry?
Yeah, I was just gonna go, let's keep moving. I want to get as far away from these creatures as possible.
Perfect.
I'm with ya.
Okay.
I would have stopped.
Okay, you're gonna keep moving, Ronan. Are you moving in the same direction?
Yep, up and to the right.
Okay. So everyone is continuing to move. Very, very slowly. And we'll just go ahead and give me 1 second here. Ronan, there's a corner here. As you begin to turn the corner here, you feel kind of a gust of like a little bit. The breeze picks up a bit just for a moment, and then it kind of settles back down. I don't know if you care about that or not.
Is there what does that gust of air smell like? Is it old stagnant cave air, or does it have like freshness to it?
Great question. Roll a perception check for me. See if you can zero in on it.
Oh, whoops.
That's all right. What do you get? 10. So over top of the musk smell of the cave here, you get almost a decaying smell, Ronan.
Smells like fog horror to me. Let's keep going.
Okay. So we continue to move forward here, Ronan. Everyone, if you would be so kind as to roll me a stealth check with advantage one more time.
I got a 15 again.
Good lord.
Despite my armor.
Yeah, no kidding. It's actually kind of insane.
That's another natty 20, yeah. A 30 and a 27.
Wow. All right. Okay, everybody passes again. Very well done. Grumbach absolutely passes, and the Valorachu definitely pass because they have a higher. Perfect. All right. We continue to move forward here in the same direction, Ronan. You come to a point where I'm just gonna move everyone down here. It's okay if you're seeing just a black screen right now. I'm sorry for that. You will not soon. You'll see something soon. You come to kind of a T here, Ronan. What would you like to do?
I will inform the group of the T situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does the wind give me any indication of which way it should be heading?
Roll a perception check for me. Good question.
Normal.
Oh, natural
no.
one. It seems that you're standing in a place that there's converging caverns here, so you've got just stuff's coming from all directions, Ronan. It's almost impossible from your current location to actually get an idea of where things could be coming and going. Yeah.
I feel west is going back where we came from, and east is continuing deeper in.
And as soon as you say that, D1, everyone kind of gets the same smell. It's just for a moment. Aliva, how would Aliva feel about this current situation she's in, and shrouded in darkness, moving in a cave, an unknown cave, with the smells that she's starting to experience? How do you think she would react to this?
It's not great. I've had better days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a little bit, I guess a little bit nervous, but I also have a couple of tricks up my sleeve, I guess, prepared in case I have to do something. And I mean, everyone's around me, so it's also like, it's like a 1 in 8 chance of being the first one to get hit, so I'm probably making the most noise, but somehow I'm still being very stealthy. So I mean, I'm nervous, but I'm not like losing it by any means.
Yeah, sure. Okay, perfect. D1, how do you think you'd be feeling right now in this moment?
I'm gonna move my eye patch to my other eye and see if that helps. The whole point of wearing my eye patch is to keep one eye adjusted to the darkness.
Oh, okay.
And then when I see it makes no difference, I'm gonna put it back to the other side and just keep grab onto the back of Ronan's jacket.
Mm-hmm. Nice. It's nice. Yeah, there's no difference, D1, at all. As a matter of fact, as you continue forward here, you feel, roll a Constitution check for me.
Uh-oh. Just a Constitution check?
Yep, just a check.
Oh, still have advantage on it.
That's all right. No worries.
Ooh,
6. Something, you feel mostly okay, mostly normal, but there's something that isn't quite right in your innards, we'll say. It could have been something you ate. Just maybe not agreeing with you. It could have been a while ago.
Thought about eating.
Yeah, I don't really eat. I can't remember the last time D1 ate anything.
Oh, well, I guess,
Yeah.
well, maybe not your stomach. Maybe it's just your insides don't feel normal, we'll say. Something just isn't quite point on. As a matter of fact,
my tree sap ain't flowing.
your tree sap is just maybe a little, there's something there's a little different about it. Brandy, how do you feel in this situation? You're shrouded in darkness, which doesn't seem to be that. I mean, I'll let you go ahead and, what do you think?
I feel like Brandy would be comfortable because she's probably very sure of her own footing in situations. And, at this point in their career together, we spend a lot of time with each other, and I feel relatively safe and comfortable with my friends. So
That's
I would
perfect.
just be on for the ride.
Okay, I love that. Yeah. So, and as you kind of continue on, Brandy, as well, you kind of feel your stomach kind of just growl just a bit. You kind of all continue to move on here, and you remember it's been a minute since the last time that you all rested, but you continue to trek on here. All right, Ronan. How do you feel about all this? How's Ronan feeling about the darkness, about leading the crew? He's kind of in a leadership role at the moment right now. Kind of everyone's kind of relying on him to kind of lead them in the right direction. How's Ronan feeling?
The being in the leader position is making me uneasy, but it's sort of like offset by as like everybody's doing passively.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that, and I see D1 do that thing with his eye patch. I make a mental note. He should have left that on to see if anybody would have noticed.
There you go.
And we'll keep going.
That's awesome. Perfect. Ronan, what direction would you like to go here? Do you want to go? Oh, you pinged the map. That's perfect. Okay.
And
gonna
I
head
will let everybody know about the puddle of water that will be on their left.
Yeah, perfect, Ronan. You continue to move forward here, and if everyone could roll me a stealth check one more time, with advantage again, since we're being very sneaky. Get everybody in the right position here.
So does heavy armor give disadvantage?
It's supposed to,
Yeah, which would mean
But-
which
would be normal for you all, but I'm giving you advantage just because we're trying to have fun with it. It was a cool idea. I mean, I should be actually making anybody with heavy armor roll normal.
Hey, Ronan, you be quiet.
I was just
But it's okay. Like I said, no, it's true. It's exactly what the rules are. But
Yeah, well, advantage and disadvantage. I wonder.
yeah,
I thought for some reason I had something that prevents that, but maybe I don't.
I thought Aliva did too. I thought that I gave her something a while ago, or I'm trying to remember.
You did, I forgot.
I think it had something to do with your armor that made it. Something about when you're stealthing, it doesn't count. I don't know, something. I can't remember. It was a while ago. I think it's on your sheet, or
Yeah, I'll look, but I
Maybe in
have no
story
memory
character.
of that. But then again, my
Yeah.
memory is poo-poo garbage on a
It's
good
all
day.
right. It's all right. So, and also, all of you kind of have blessings at the moment right now. There are underlying factors also with that. So remember, you have those too. Okay. Ronan, you are at another kind of junction point here. And as you continue on here, and you're moving very slowly, we're going to go ahead and say that you probably have like a good 8 minutes, 7-8 minutes left on your darkness here. As you continue to traverse through the caves here, you have some time. Is there anything you'd like to do before you move forward here and make a decision in your direction? Because this is a decision for you.
I want to try and scout these tunnels.
How are you going to do that?
Kind of thinking, see if Brandy will go one way. She's the sneakiest out of us, so I feel like she.
Oh,
good
you mean
chance.
leave the darkness?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh, or
She does have a lantern.
Oh,
Sorry, I
that-
didn't interrupt
that
you.
name. Fuck. Bitters and rummy, right?
Mhm.
Shit. I'll ask D1 and Brandy if they want to scout with familiars or just go up and check.
Yeah, you can have a conversation here.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
we
at
could send them ahead to see if there's any more of those creatures around.
Yeah, I feel like that's the safest option. We could do it ourselves, but on our luck, we'll get caught and get ganged up on. Gangbang.
That could be bad.
Yeah, just trying to be efficient.
Yeah.
I don't know where Rummy and Bitters disappeared to.
Oh, I have them off map. Just let me know when you need them.
My God, they're gone.
Yeah, we'll send them up the North Passage here, the Northwestern Passage.
All right, give me 1 second. It's the only way I could do it without revealing everything to everyone. There we go. There they are. You see them?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, perfect. So first, before we do anything, because some people can't see anything right now. So what is the plan so I can move people to the right positions?
I guess we'll hang out here, and I'm gonna send Rummy up this way.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And Brandy's gonna go this way, and that Brandy,
Yeah.
can you see what Bitters sees on your map?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and what we'll do here is we'll take a turn. Aliva, are you staying in the darkness, shrouded in the darkness, or are you stepping out? Same with D1.
I'm gonna stay in the darkness for now.
Okay. You too, Aliva?
Oh, sorry, my volume was not on. Yes.
That's okay. Okay, you got it.
Talking to
And-
myself.
No worries. And Brandy, are you staying in the darkness, or are you kind of going off as well?
No, I mean I would stay in the darkness.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry, I had to ask. I just wanted to make sure. So, Ronan, Ronan, we'll go ahead and just give them a moment here. So Bitters and Rummy, what would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go? You have some time here to go ahead and let me just make sure you both can see where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Okay.
see.
Okay, nice.
So we're just gonna basically look for more of those creatures up along the ceiling and the walls more than anything.
So let me just double check here if Rummy can see in the dark.
Yeah, I believe you can.
Yeah, I think you can too. Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Yeah, Rummy can, D1 can't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Cool. Okay. So how far ahead are you guys gonna go before you? Are you just gonna start here and just look around?
Yeah, we're just gonna continue up this way, and like I said,
Okay.
we're scouring the ceiling and the high up on the walls, looking for more of those
Sure.
creatures.
Okay, D1. Rummy gets pretty high, very slowly. You take him up pretty close to the ceiling of the cave here, and before you know it, you're probably like a good 60, 70 feet up high, looking down. There doesn't seem to be anything in your immediate area, but go ahead and roll a perception check for me. We're just gonna get a really good look.
Without advantage, ooh, 6.
A 6. It seems as though since there's no additional light sources in here anywhere, Rummy, you can still see in very dark grays. But from what you can see, there doesn't seem to be anything here, any threatening thing. You do, however, see some kind of a cave entrance or opening right here. It's very, very narrow. It's hard to say that if a person could get through there, they probably could if they got down real low, but there's definitely something there. Bitters, please roll a perception check for me as well. If you guys are in the same area here. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do-
Brandy,
lose
you can just roll your regular perception, and we'll just count it for
Ooh, yes,
Bitters.
sir.
It'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
similar.
Yeah, it'll be easy. $18. Let's see if I have written here. -3, which is plenty. Bitters, you excuse me, you get up pretty close to Rummy as well, just kind of keeping him close to you so that you're not by yourself as you get up high. And you can see a little bit better than him right now, in the cave here, as you kind of, your eyes are very, very adjusted to the cave here, as you get as close as you can to the ceiling. And from what you can see, Bitters, there is no threats to the north at all. From what you can see, there isn't any reason to believe that there's anything anywhere. There's no stalactites or stalagmites. There's no odd moisture reflections. It's very very plain and simple. However, the southern cavern here seems to have a skeleton laying on the floor at some point, and you're pretty sure you see a couple of skulls beyond that laying on the floor. It's hard to know why, or why there, but for some reason there's like a little collection of skeletons in this one area, so it's hard to know if it's safe to go that way or safe to go north, but from what you can tell, it seems to be safer north.
Cool.
Rummy's kind of curious about this cave. You might go in here and inspect this cave opening a little.
Yeah, you both do. You both see the cave. Rummy, if you want to go ahead and peek in, as well as Bitters, whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Rummy, the ceiling gets very, very close to the ground here, probably 4 feet, but you're able to squeeze underneath there if you choose to.
Yeah, Rummy's only 2 feet, so 24 inches long.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
He's really little. So as you squeeze through the opening here, Rummy, you see before you what seems to be the remains of possibly an old campsite. There's an old fire pit here. There's a backpack in the corner, a sack, and apparently a corpse with some armor on it in the corner.
Oh, yeah, he's going to fly up, and first he's going to investigate the armor, see how it looks.
All right. Perfect. As soon as you kind of get close in the room here, you feel claustrophobic. It's very, very tight in this little cavern here, Rummy. As we kind of go back to the group here really, really quick, we're going to go ahead and... Bitters, what are you doing in this exact moment before we go ahead and get to that? Is she following Rummy, or...
For Bitters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Brandy here?
She might have stepped away for a moment. It's okay. Ronan, is there anything that you wanted to do in the moment? You and the other group here quickly before we continue before we shoot back to Ronan?
Yeah. Well, D1's gonna basically just say it continues on northwesternly, and there's a little cave opening that we're just checking out here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'd probably just check in with Grumback and then the Borachu to be like, how's everyone doing?
They seem to be a little shaking a very, very, like a little bit, but they're standing still here.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to make sure nobody was
Nice.
like close to the point of panicking.
Yeah, no, really, really good thinking. Roll a perception check for me, Oliva. Just a regular one.
Okay.
See if you can sense anything or hear anything or... That's why we're standing here. 16. It seems as though you seem to be in a pretty nice little area here. It's the air is moves better here. It's not as stale. There's not stagnants everywhere. And the people around you seem mostly okay. There doesn't seem to be any sign of panic or anything like that. But you can tell that that you're kind of in an area here in the middle, like seemingly in the middle of an intersection, where you're gonna definitely have to make a decision, and it's hard to know from where you're standing what your companions are what direction they're gonna take you in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm grouchy on a good day, so I'm usually just like waiting with him. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. But you do feel the air is moist here. There seems to be like moving water, running water. It's very, very faint in the distance, but you can hear like off to your left. You can hear there's like a little bit of water maybe coming out of a somewhere. It's hard to say, but
Okay.
But yeah. All right. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go back to Rummy here just for a moment. Rummy, you want to go ahead and look through, kind of get an idea what's going on here, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna just check out the armor and see if it looks like it's anything special, and then maybe check his pockets.
Sure. I would say, you're just gonna check the pockets. It's like Rummy's main concern is just kind of like looking to see if there's.
Well,
stuff.
he's eyeballing the backpack in the corner, but
Okay.
he's checking the corners first just to make sure it doesn't jump up or something.
Oh, got you. Yeah. I would say roll an investigation check, Rummy, just to kind of get a good look around the armor here. See if there's anything, not quite right.
Okay.
14?
14.
Yeah, so you make your way slowly around the outside edge of the corpse here. Rummy, it seems as though this has been here a while. It definitely seems, it seems like it's not in the best shape. You could say that it's pretty old armor. Probably, the way that the layers are kind of lined up next to each other. It's pretty basic. It doesn't seem like it comes from any great blacksmith or anything like that you've heard of in your travels. And furthermore, it's it's probably just mostly, I don't know. You could shove it in your bag if you wanted, but
Yeah, no, he'll probably leave the armor and just check his pockets and sort of poke him in the face a couple times and see if he moves.
okay, he doesn't move. As a matter of fact, you could see as soon as you poke him around a couple of times, move the armor around, you could see there's a skeleton underneath it, for sure.
Oh god.
Yeah, and as soon as you move it, and as you do move it, you see that there is a little leather pouch, Rummy.
Okay, he'll grab that.
All right, go ahead and you can go ahead and add that to your inventory, unless you want to open it right now.
I'll bring it back to the group.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then, so he's just gonna grab the pouch and he's gonna fly over here and he's gonna pick up the backpack too.
Okay, you got it. He picks up the backpack. The backpack weighs a good 65, 70 pounds, Rummy.
All right, he's gonna open it up and rummage through it. How much?
Okay.
Can somebody look up a strength of Thor? How much can I lift with this? Oh, 40 pounds.
So
I got 40 pounds right in here.
Yep. So we put it in character or in
did we
reference
put
modified rolls. I put in the weight stuff.
Yeah.
So in 5th edition, with a strength score of 4, can carry a light load of 13 and a heavy load of 40.
40, yeah, that's what I have
Yeah.
right here is 40 pounds. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can carry 40 pounds. At least short distances.
The sack seems to be a little lighter, though, from what you can tell.
Yeah. The
you wanna
backpack
pick
or
sack.
the pouch that I found?
There's a sack too.
There's a sack
beside it.
too.
Yeah, do you see it there? I can't.
Yeah, he's gonna actually rip those open right here and look through them.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna open the sack first?
Yeah, he'll open the sack first.
Okay. It has a cord wrapped around it. Are you just gonna kind of like rip it off, or are you gonna untie it, or?
If the knots aren't too bad, he'll just untie it.
Well, it's pretty old, and it seems as though the cord is pretty dry rotted. As you begin to untie the knot itself, the cord just kind of falls away in your hand, revealing the contents inside the sack here. There's a bunch of cloth and material in the top half of the sack here, Rummy. But as you kind of riffle through a little bit into the bottom layers here, you start to see some interesting things. There are small wooden boxes, Rummy, piled up, kind of stacked on each other in here. It's odd to you. They could be chests or something, but there's a bunch of them, and they're all stacked up in here in this sack. There seems to be a bunch of clothing and cloth on the bottom, and a bunch of clothing and cloth on the top, and then the in between is all these wooden boxes stacked on top of each other. You begin to unbuckle the backpack, the top of the backpack, Rummy, and as soon as you release the top of the buckle of the backpack, a whole bunch of little bugs begin to crawl out of the top and down the side, and they scatter, and you're not quite sure what they are. It happened quite quick, quite fast. Do you still want to explore?
Yeah, he's gonna pull all the clothing and material out of the sack.
Okay.
And leave the boxes in that for now, and then he's gonna start digging through the backpack and pulling everything out of it.
All right. So you're gonna just start stacking the boxes and.
Well, the boxes. No, the boxes are still in the sack for now. Mm-hmm. He just ripped all the clothes and the material out of the sack and threw it on the ground.
So there's a layer of clothing on the bottom of the sack, and then all the boxes are sitting on that, and then there's a layer on top that covers them.
Oh, so I won't be able to pull the.
You know what I mean? It's like a sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll pull the boxes out and just sort of stack them on the floor for now.
All right, Rummy, and you begin to stack the boxes on the cave floor here one by one. You hear kind of a couple of odd sounds from over your left shoulder. It's not anything major. It could be a couple of rocks releasing from somewhere. As you begin to unpack the boxes here, Rummy, one of the boxes comes open, and you see there are about probably 30 or 40 pieces of gold in the box.
Okay, yeah, he'll note that. But he'll leave it on the ground for now, but he'll pay attention to it.
Yeah, the lid seems not latch properly for whatever reason, and it popped open. You can see there's gold in the box. Now that you have the gold, now that you have all the boxes out of the backpack here, Rummy, and stacked kind of neatly, well, not neatly, kind of stacked next to it, you can see there's probably about 14 little boxes total.
Okay. Okay,
Very
so
odd.
he'll leave those just sort of piled neatly on the ground.
Okay.
And then start digging through the backpack.
Perfect, Rummy. You unlatched you unlatched it before, and you saw the bugs. The bugs came out. They kind of scattered. How involved do you want to get in this? This is a heavy backpack. There seems to be all kinds of items in here.
Yeah, so he's not going to lift the backpack. He's just going to start pulling items out of it and placing them on the floor as he pulls them out.
Sure. I would say, let's see, how do I want to do this? We'll just do it this way. Rummy, you begin to start pulling out articles of clothing. There's some scrolls in here. Oh, they're incredibly old. As a matter of fact, some of the corners, as soon as you pull them out and you lay them on the ground, some of the corner kind of flakes off of the one. As soon as you lay it on the ground here, there's probably 3 boxes in the bottom, like little rectangle boxes in the bottom of the backpack here. D1, as Rummy begins to kind of reach down in, this is just ridiculous to try and imagine this, but he reaches down in and pulls out these little boxes. There's 3 of them, and they're all more or less the same size, Rummy, but they have kind of a different series of symbols on them. They have a little latch, but not a lock, if you want to open them up.
Yeah, he'll open them.
Yeah. So the first one has a symbol on it. It seems to be some kind of a sun possibly. That's what you can depict as some kind of a rune symbol of a sun or something. And you open the box, and there are 3 little glass vials in there with some kind of liquid in there that's very, very thick and has like almost like a glimmer to it.
Okay. He'll put those on the ground.
Okay. There's 2 more boxes. You see another one here, and this one has a moon etched on the front of the box, kind of in a beautiful kind of almost like in a Celtic kind of style with knotwork and such. And you open the latch as well, Rummy?
Yeah.
And you see inside there, there are as well 3 additional vials in this box as well, and 2 of them are full, one of them is empty. And you can see that the liquid inside is a very thick liquid, and it also has it has a shimmer to it, like a sheen, like kind of like a metallic sheen to it.
Okay.
All right. There's one additional box as well, Rummy. And this box here has what seems to be a depiction of a skull on it. And it's very rough. It looks almost like roughly chiseled out. The design.
Okay.
And you open the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you open the box, Rummy. There's 3 full vials of what seems to be it looks like tar to you, or maybe syrup. It's very odd. It's black. It's very thick viscosity. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think he's just gonna empty the backpack completely, like turn it upside down and just dump it all out. So it's empty.
All right. You turn it upside down, and the remains, Rummy, and you turn it upside down, and there's a couple of pouches that open up. The rope kind of is loose. It opens up. You can see there's old, whatever the hell it was. There's probably some kind of old food or something. There's also another container that breaks when it hits the ground. It shatters, just. And for a moment, you just realize, like, oh, it was very loud as soon as you do it, Rummy. But whatever liquid was in there is gone. There's no liquid left in the container. It was just a glass container. There's a little bit of clothes in there, and there's a cloak as well.
Okay.
Pretty fantastic looking cloak, actually.
Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to write this stuff down.
Yeah, all good. All good.
Okay, so I think what he's gonna do is, so he's just gonna put the cloak back into the back sack and sort of put it nice and neatly at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just gonna loosely sort of put the 9 vials, like sort of tucked in around the cloak, so the cloak, and wrap them in the cloak. You know what I mean?
Are you keeping them in the boxes?
No, I'm leaving the boxes.
You're gonna take them out of the boxes? Okay.
Yeah,
You got
I'm gonna leave the boxes. I'm gonna separate them so I remember which ones were sun, which ones were moon, and
How are you gonna do that? Sorry to be a jerk, but I'm just asking.
You know what? I'm gonna leave them in the boxes if I can. Yeah.
The boxes are really small, just so you know. So they're probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 inches across by maybe 8 inches deep or 5 inches deep. They're very, very little. They're little tiny vials.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave all 3 vials in their respective boxes. And put the 3 boxes in on top of the cloak.
Perfect. Okay.
And then I'm gonna dump the 30 gold loose in there.
Oh, you're just gonna dump it right in the bag?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that box and just dump it loose in the bag.
You got it, D1.
And then I think I'm gonna just open all the other small boxes that were in the sack.
Yeah, you're gonna just start opening them up.
Yeah.
They have a latch on them. Seemingly, there's no lock. It's just like a little turnable latch. You begin to start popping the latches open, and there's no rolls required for this D1. There's gold in every single one of these little boxes.
Okay.
It's odd to you. There's 14 of them. There's seems to be the same amount of gold, around the same amount of gold in each box.
Okay, he's just gonna dump that loose in too.
All of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then he's gonna try to lift on the bag and see how heavy it feels.
It's probably a good 60 pounds, D1.
Still 60 pounds, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in there. And you
Oh,
want to
we're
take
talking
some
like
of the
a
clothing out.
Well, the only cloak, he took everything out but the cloak.
Oh, you
yeah.
mean the
Yeah.
boxes? Oh shit, sorry.
So
No,
far in this
You're probably down to about 30.
yeah, so what he's got in the back sack, sorry, is he's got 3 rectangle boxes with the 9 vials,
Yep.
the cloak, and 30 times 14 gold.
30 times 14.
And the pouch actually.
Oh, you put the pouch in there too. Yeah, you're probably looking at about 20 pounds.
Okay.
That's probably more around what you're looking at. It's probably less, but it's a pretty nice cloak. It's pretty heavy and pretty nice. I mean, it's you know.
Yeah, no, that works. Okay, so then he's going to pick the backpack up and fly it out.
Okay. Perfect. You go ahead and take the backpack. Absolutely no problem at all. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Perfect. Not sure why the background changed, but okay. That's cool. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and fly out, Rummy?
Yeah.
All right. As soon as you begin to fly out of the little area here, Rummy, there's a moment where you get really low to the ground, and when you do that, there's a noise that you hear. And D1, you completely lose sight of Rummy.
Do I feel that he's still alive? I should be able to sense if he's still alive.
He doesn't seem to be.
Oh, shit. So he hears a noise and then dies. Alright, I'm gonna just say to everybody else. So, Rummy found a cave with a backpack with gold and some other cool shit in it. But on his way out, I lost contact with him.
Like, what do you mean lost contact?
I think he's gone. I don't know.
That bodes well.
He got.
Something happened to him. I didn't see anything. Just nothing.
Alright, well. I have a vague idea of where Rummy went, so...
Yeah, he was another one of those creatures, maybe?
I assume so.
So there was at least over 300 gold in there. And some vials with some liquid in them. And a really cool looking cloak, so I don't know if that's worth grabbing, guys.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that. So, how much time are we at? Like 5 minutes-ish?
Probably have about 5 minutes, yeah, I would say.
Okay.
Also, and bitters as well. Are you there, Brandy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Is there anything that you want to do with bitters quick before we go to the next part? Sorry, Ronan, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm kind of content to let bitters sit out and just
Okay.
vibe.
Just kind of hanging out here, just keeping an eye on the situation.
Just don't want to gain any extra attention by her flying around.
I would be like,
Sure.
don't fly her, don't fly him into that cave because that
Yes.
cave's trouble, I think.
Yes. Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and leave bitters there. Sorry, Ronan, interrupt you. And
No, you're good.
you have the floor.
All right, so this little stretch is relatively safe. So I'm going to lead everybody south.
All right, D1's gonna go out of the darkness and head north because he wants to investigate where Rummy disappeared to.
Okay, that sounds good. So Ronan, you're gonna start to begin to head south. You
I'm
said.
gonna say he's got some a valuable wand on him too. I can't leave that up there.
Wasn't planning to. We got 5 minutes left of this spell. Figured we would go as far as we can, and we know that that area leading up to the cave is safe. So we can just check out what's in front and then double track back.
Yeah, that could be an idea. If you can see, are you keeping an eye out for those creatures up along the walls?
I have been.
Alright, yeah, let's go 5 minutes forward. Yeah, I'm a little sketchy about leaving that there. If there's somebody that's creatures that just killed them, who knows what they're doing up there.
All right, perfect. So Ronan continues to go forward here, down the southern corridor. Is everyone happy with this?
Yeah, actually, D1's gonna say, you guys go ahead. That's a good plan. And I'm just gonna check this out really quick. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. There's nothing to. I don't see there being anything that scary up here.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. Yeah,
And he was
exactly
never
right.
heard from or seen.
That's right.
So I'm just
Rule number
go ahead.
1: never split the. Okay, see you guys later.
That's right. Perfect. All right, let me do this really quick, Ronan, before we go forward, so I can make sure I know where everybody is. All right, perfect. So, Ronan, we're gonna go ahead and start with you. You go a little bit further south here, and your vision's pretty good in this area. You get. Well, I'll tell you what. Roll me a perception check. You're the only one because we're shrouded in darkness at the moment.
10.
Okay. You see, this corridor seems to be, fairly reasonably long, but you could see the other side of it. There's one thing that you do notice: there are some skeletons here. There's some skulls. They're not humanoid. They're not human skulls. They could be like kobold or goblin. It's hard to say. There's definitely skulls in this corridor and skeletons. You do notice that, but I'll go ahead and let you continue to move forward here. And again, if anybody wants to do anything else while we're continuing to move forward, please let me know. This is an odd. We're kind of doing a thing in darkness here, so it's a little. The mechanic's a little different, so we're trekking through it. But yeah, please go ahead and feel free to speak up if there's something you want to do or whatever.
Did that perception check include looking for the ropers and shit?
Yeah, it's just a general kind of looking at the area, looking up in the cave and around. I mean, a 10 is a 10, but you did see the skeletons, you did see the skulls. There is signs of something. It's hard to say if it's still relevant or not, but
I'll let Brandy know that there's a bunch of skeletons and shit ahead.
Mhm. Yeah.
Walk forward
Oh
about
shit.
15 feet and you'll be able to see. Like, you'll go out of the darkness, so just be careful, but take a quick peek. See if you see anything.
Him.
And Brandy, you remember too that not very long ago, Bitters actually looked down this hallway and saw all these. So you were already pretty aware. And so if you want to go ahead and sneak out of the darkness here for a moment, Brandy, we'll go ahead and let you do that, whatever you like to.
Yeah, no, I would sneak out and I'd be looking up on the walls. I mean, I want to find out what. There's bodies here for some reason, so
It's true. It's true. You
there's
still
got to
have
be a
your
monsters there somewhere.
yeah, and you still have your lantern lit, by the way. So as soon as you step out of the darkness, it'll be lit. You'll be able to see.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
are
'cause
you
I
ready?
can't see otherwise. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and
You
do.
might want to douse the lantern.
Well, I don't have any. I don't have any dark vision.
Oh shit.
If I don't have light, I can't see shit.
Oh, all right.
we're gonna
Yeah,
go
that is
ahead and do like that. Can you see Brandy?
yes.
Nice, perfect. Brandy, as soon as you pop up here, and you get a good look around, let me just make sure that you can see what you should be able to see. Perfect. Oh, you can. This is fantastic. Okay. You see the skeletons around you. There's some skulls. You get a good look up above you. Brandy, roll a perception check. Do it with advantage because you're holding the lantern of revealing.
Yes.
20. Let me just make sure here. Okay, this is perfect. So, Brandy, you look up and you see a the cave ceiling is covered in moisture. There's some roots hanging down, pretty high up there. You're looking at maybe 60 or 70 feet in some areas, and as low as like 40 feet in other areas, kind of closer to the ground. You see, at one particular area, Brandy, there are two. I don't know. There's something that is out of the ordinary. It's seemingly, you see the cave ceiling with the moisture kind of clung to it and some roots and stuff, and then you see something next to it. It almost looks like somebody put a cloak up really up high on the roof of the cave. They like stuck it up there. It's very weird. It's weird looking. There's two of them. There's
Like,
one
is it flat
right
Like
against
two
the...
cloaks.
It's right flat up against the ceiling of the cave. It's like, it looks like leather. Looks like dark leather.
Hmm.
There's two of them up there.
Two cloaks and no monsters that I can see. Any
Unless the cloaks
marks on the
somehow are
walls?
monsters.
No, I
Sorry?
don't want to fight a monster cloak. Are there any kind of indications on the walls of like a monster? I don't know. I'm looking for
Oh,
monster tracks on the walls, I guess.
yeah. Roll an
claws.
investigation check. It's a good question.
He said leather. That reminds me of like bat wings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's something spookies.
We got a 14. There doesn't seem to be any like stress marks, scratches. You can see there's some rubble on the left on the cave floor here. It's hard to say, it's rocks and such and some dirt from above and things, but it's hard to say if that was caused by an animal or it was just, if it just fell. But you can definitely see there are skeletons down here, so you get a good look at them, and you get a good look at the skulls here. The skeletons are completely stripped of any kind of meat or muscle. They're just completely bone. Furthermore, there's little bits of remains of what seems to be like a cloak that you see in the corner here, Brandy. It doesn't seem to be any metal or armor or anything anywhere. There's just bits of bone from what you can see, and these strange shaped leather looking cloaks or something attached to the ceiling. Yeah.
Attached to the ceiling, and I don't know if I could always take an arrow out and try and shoot it, but that just doesn't seem like a good idea.
Not yet.
No? Okay. All right. Well, I've looked. Anything perilous in our path that we can trip over that we need to watch out for?
Good question.
So once
Very
we go
good
back
question.
into darkness, we can't see anything.
Exactly right. Roll me an additional perception check, Brandy.
Okay.
Get a good look in front of you here. That's a good question. Very good question. 27. Jeez. You see a couple of rocks in the middle of the area here, right in the middle here, that seem like they might trip somebody and make a whole bunch of noise. So you might want to be careful of that right here in the middle.
Okay.
That seems like it would be a big problem. Aside from that, Brandy, everything else is mostly flat. Aside from some of the skeletons that are lined up, but again, they're just, they're mostly out of the way. It's just that one little pile in the middle that you seem to see that seems to be the biggest problem. But good question.
Okay.
Yeah. You're still kind of looking around, Brandy, and you're very low to the ground here. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah.
Double check, make sure.
Make sure I'm still actually.
Yeah, because I mean, you have the lantern, but 15. Okay, that's good. All right. So if the group wants to kind of talk about this, I'll go ahead and let them do that. Let me slide up to D1 here real quick. D1, you as the group moves south here, and you kind of pass by Bitter's kind of she seems to just be perched kind of on a narrow rock here, kind of in the middle, just looking around, keeping an eye on things. You continue to move forward here in the corridor.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up to the thing. I'm gonna ignite my armor, so my armor is glowing blue.
You got it, D1. Here, is that showing up for you?
Yeah, well, I can see the map anyway, so.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you get close, D1. I'll let you go into here if you want, and then you'll have to get prone to get through. But right here.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can peek through this opening and see if I can see any creatures or anything. I'm gonna look really hard.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me, D1.
Okay.
I think perception's right.
Ooh, 6 plus 2.
Roll an investigation check actually, because we're doing it a little differently. It seems like bullshit, I know, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, I'm not rolling great today. Still 11.
11's better.
Yeah.
As soon as you look through D1, kind of down low to the ground, you see this creature. It's pretty large. It has tentacles. It's seems to be devouring something or trying to.
How tough does this thing look?
That's a good question, man. I love your questions. That is the D&D question of the year right there. I love it.
Yeah.
God, how tough does it look? I would say D1, roll a history check for me to recall the last time you faced one of these guys. We got a 15. 15's not bad. You remember that these things are, when they're motionless, they're almost indistinguishable from a normal cave formation, like a stalactite or stalagmite. They have these tentacles that they can grip you with. You remember how brutal it was to kind of have that idea in the back of your head that they could grip you and do bad things to you. You also remember that they have a pretty nasty bite. From what you remember, they could damage you pretty badly if they get close to you, and they're pretty tough, meaning they have a lot of constitution, we'll say.
I'm gonna cast message.
Okay.
To Ronan.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, I got a fight started up here. I might need some help.
Nice. Okay, Ronan.
Right?
Yeah, so you hear there's like a twinkling for a moment,
Yeah.
and you hear D1's
Here, I'll
voice
link
come
it for
booming
you.
through. Yeah. Now you can respond as well.
I mean, nobody sees it, but as soon as I hear D1 in my head, I'm like, "Ear."
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Are you?
Mark, and I will think back. Oh, I thought you had that.
How high is the ceiling in the little room that he's in?
Pretty low to the ground. You're probably 20 foot max height.
20-foot max height?
Yep.
Ooh, 20 feet's pretty high.
Yep. He's on the ground currently.
I'm gonna
Put 'em up,
cast levitate on him and put him right up to the top of the 20 feet.
Can you link levitate once more for me? I have to. I think I have to counter roll it, but this is gonna be funny. Yeah, he hasn't seen you yet, which is funny. Let me see here.
So he's gotta do a
Subject.
Constitution saving throw of 15.
Con 15. Let me just double check on his sheet, make sure he doesn't have any increases. Perfect. That is a 19. I'm sorry, man. It's a
Ooh,
19.
damn.
Yeah, damn it. I feel bad. As soon as the creature feels that it's starting to lose control, it begins to shift its vision around the room, begins to look frantically as it resists your levitate. I'm sorry for that. But
Gotcha.
let's see if it sees you. It does not see you.
Okay. What else could I try?
You could try it again.
I could. So that was my last second level spell slot. And if I'm going to use a third level, I might want to do something more powerful. Although, I could try again with a third level spell slot. I don't think that doesn't have an upcast, so does it?
Levitate, I don't believe.
No.
I mean, we could probably pull some thrifty shit and like up its DC or something if you wanted to spend the increased spell slot on it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if
I'll let
that's
you do
an
that.
actual...
I'll let you add 3 DC to it. I don't know if it's natural either, but I mean it's D&D.
Yeah, true. Or I could try reducing his size too.
That's true. But I'll tell you what, go ahead and think about it for a second. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back to the group real quick,
Cool,
and
cool.
go back to Aliva and Brandy here. Aliva, you're kind of in the moment here, starting to roll a perception check for me.
All right.
As well as Brandy, I need a wisdom check as well, if you don't mind. Nice. It's nice.
Wisdom
So
check?
11. Yeah, wisdom check if you don't mind, Brandy.
No, I don't know what it was though.
I know. Aliva, as you stand here waiting for the decision of the group, you kind of look in front of you here in the darkness, and you hear the conversations that are happening, and you get the idea that this is this could be a trap. Like you don't think like set by humans or anything like that, but you keep thinking like this is an absolute perfect ambush point based on your
okay.
studies.
Can I
and
see it all with my dark vision now that Brandy has that lantern?
Well, you're still
Nope.
technically in the shrouded darkness, so you can't
Okay,
even
I
see
thought so.
her lantern,
Okay.
unless you step out of it. But you're feeling this kind of closeness around you, and I'm only giving this to you because of other reasons that nobody else knows about yet. But you feel closed, like a little closed in here in the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they were close enough to overhear without me having to like shout, I would speak up.
Okay.
Say, I got a bad feeling.
Perfect, Aliva. Yep.
Yeah.
Brandy. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, Ronan. No, you please.
I was gonna let everybody know D1 needs an assist, so turn around and just head that way.
Okay. Everybody hears you, Ronan. Brandy, with your wisdom 10, you can't help but think you're so small. Like, what if you were to keep alongside the wall and get all the way to the end and just book it. Like, you have this amulet in your pocket,
Just
right?
run for it.
You have all of this, yeah, you have all of this wealth. Like, you could totally book it and leave all these people here. Like, you could get away. You could maybe
Sure.
find somebody who could like pay you so much for this amulet, right? You could get it into the hands of somebody who maybe knows something more about it, or like, who cares, right? Who cares what they do with it? Doesn't matter. That's what you keep thinking, you keep hearing. It's like an overwhelming
Just
kind
get
of
away.
Yeah. And I'll just, that's all. There isn't any kind of, you just kind of get this.
Background.
It's in the background, back of your head. As you continue to kind of follow, you go ahead and get back into the cover of the shadow here, Brandy. And are you all turning around and going back towards D1? Is that the plan?
I would linger toward the back, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
I was going
All
to stay and let
Mhm.
them run out of the darkness before they get up there.
Oh, okay. So you're going to stay in the
Yeah.
darkness?
Fuck it. I'll just drop it.
Okay. You're going to drop the darkness. All right. Let me. Give me 1 second. I have to just change a couple of things. Oops. Those two. Copy. Paste. There you go. Oliva, you should be able to see now. I think you all should be able to see. Sato, can you see? Can D1 see?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can
good,
see
good.
the map. Yeah.
All right. Perfect, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Perfect. All right. Your darkness has dropped, Ronan. You can see around you now. You guys moving towards D1. Up towards his last known locations. And D1, what are you doing as the group seems to be moving towards you?
Yeah. Is there room for me to get in there?
Yeah, oh, there is. You just have to get prone to get underneath.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna crawl in and.
All right.
Hit him.
Let's see if. Oh, nice. So as soon as you crawl in the door, the noise that's made by your armor kind of crawling underneath the surface here, you attract the attention of the roper here in front of you, D1, and it lunges out at you with its grasping tentacles. Let me hold on 1 second here. Wow, this is so good. Okay. All right, cool. I have four chances to reel you in with my tentacle.
Okay.
I'm using them.
So
Here we
I'm trying
go.
to do some math. What level
Okay.
wizard am I? 4th level wizard, so it's 8. Am I? Because I got an arcane ward too. Okay, so that's 12. Got it.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
4 uses real, makes 1. Okay. He has a lot of attacks. So here we go. This is the first one is a fail. 100% is a fail. Because that's a 2, and even with his stuff. Okay. Second is, this is going to be a big one. That's a 25 to hit.
25. I cast shield.
All right. You have +3, I think, armor.
+5.
+5. Damn. Okay. He's gonna lash out with a second, and as soon as the tentacle gets close to you, and you realize it's probably gonna get you, D1, you cast shield, and the barrier around you kind of completely deflects the tentacle off into the right. He throws another one at you and completely misses with a 24. With another one kind of down low, D1. Oh, completely misses. There's a moment where you can tell that it's confused, and it lashes out with its bite, which I can also do on the same turn. This guy's really, really cool. for a natural 1.
Oh, nice.
Rolls a natural 1 with his bite, and completely misses D1. And in this instance now, I would say we're gonna go ahead and just give the party here a chance to kind of get to you if they want to, if that's the plan.
Yeah. Well,
What do you guys want to do before we go to D1 and his attack?
Yeah, I thought we were all just heading up that way.
Is that what you're doing? Sorry, all of your tokens are still in the same area, so I wasn't sure what we're doing. Do you want me to just move you guys up there? Here.
Yeah, I have no clue what the fuck's happening, so because I can't see until now. So, but
Yeah.
I would be following, but I had that the heebie-jeebies where I was already standing, let alone in the direction of D1. So I am moving, but more slowly. I'm not rushing with them. I am definitely looking over my shoulder a lot.
Yeah, you got it. That sounds good. So that's a good position for you guys there. And I would say, Ronan, you probably see D1 in his little area here, kind of down on the ground, pretty low to the ground. You see he probably has legs.
yeah,
He's probably right here, actually. So you can probably see part of his leg sticking out from being prone, which is actually hilarious. Even being prone, they don't swing with advantage. So you're lucky.
Weird.
Yeah, the ropes, the tendrils do not. All right, so what is next, my friends? Before we go ahead and roll initiative here, because that's looking like what we're going to be doing.
Can I try and grab D1's feet and pull him out this way a little bit?
Sure.
Well, D1's gonna be throwing a punch as quickly as he can. As soon as
he's going to be getting up.
punching.
He's going to be getting up. I mean, you could probably get there while he's getting up if you want to try and maybe communicate or something.
Yeah, I'd say it's a tight opening, guys, but I'm going in if I hear them coming behind me.
All right, I guess we're squeezing our asses into a little room.
You got to squeeze your butt in. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be a lot of room in here. D1, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna crawl in and I'm gonna try to scoot my way to this side of him.
Well, he just attacked you, so you can go ahead and move. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get
All right.
to right here. Is there room for him in this opening, or can he not fit through it?
He there's no way he can fit through the opening. Yeah, from what you can see. He's stuck in here.
So I'm gonna set myself there, and
Yeah.
if I can, throw a punch at him.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
Ooh, 13.
13 misses. Unfortunately, as you punch through the thick outer shell of this creature, if there even is such a thing, just seems a lot harder than what you're used to, D1.
Okay. I'm gonna try to at least yell and see if I can get his attention off of what he's trying to eat.
You gonna try and distract him?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I threw a punch at him
Okay.
and missed, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna yell at it.
Yeah. It's just the whole time that it's been fighting you. It's just been chomping on something.
Okay,
It's hard to say what it is.
Yeah, does screaming at it distract it?
That's a really good question. Let's see. What should we make your roll here?
What would that be? Maybe intimidation?
Yeah, roll an intimidation. Yeah,
Intimidation. Persuasion.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Roll an intimidation check for me. Now, from my understanding, these creatures are all about the sight and less about the sound. But 13, 16.
Yeah.
16. I guess we'll say in the moment here, D1, yeah, that it definitely notices your scream. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to go ahead and let the other group do a thing or two here, quick too. So what does everybody want to do in this moment? This is kind of a weird scenario here. Do we want to just roll initiative? Is that what we're thinking?
Well, I guess they gotta kind of get into range, but
Yeah, I mean, you
Is
guys
space
aren't.
even big enough for this?
It's.
Do we need to be fighting this monster?
That's a good question.
Can we just not save our friend D1 and get him out of this tight space, and we leave that ugly monster to his hole in hell? If he can't get out,
he already made the decision to jump into this hole head first, so we kind of got to save
listen,
him
we're
at this point.
strong. We can pull him out.
I gotta message Ronan again. Or I guess I can't, because that's another action. Never mind.
Hide in here.
It's tight
I would've
space
said-
already, and that's just the one thing. I think I would kind of linger outside and not engage unless I absolutely had to.
I would go in because I know I could fit, and I want to make sure D1's going to
Yeah.
be okay.
You
So I
can
think,
slip in
it
there
makes
easy,
sense
Brandon.
for not all of us to go in. Because
Okay.
it makes sense for someone to be
Yeah.
safe on the outside. But I would definitely. I don't really want to be fighting this monster, but if we gotta fight this monster, I want to start killing it right
I
away.
sort of just picked a fight. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, seeing D1 crawl
We've
in
all been
further,
there.
I would have just started following him.
Okay, you got it. So
yeah.
everybody's crawling in. Perfect. I love this.
No, I'm not.
We're gonna let.
Yeah.
You're not gonna crawl in. Okay, you got it.
No.
So, Leva, are you just kind of hanging out at the entrance then?
Yep.
Like-
I
like
have
right
my
here,
back
both
to
sides?
the hole. I have my back to
Perfect.
the hole, but I'm looking left and right. I
All right.
trust that gut feeling from earlier.
No, that's fantastic actually. Oliva.
Probably a great
And-
idea.
Yeah. Brandy, you're probably, we'll say you get in there pretty quick. So if
Yeah.
you want to sneak around Ronan and get through the hole, and then I'll let you go ahead and get into position here as D1 was being, kind of distracting him. And the same with you, Ronan. If you kind of want to go ahead and get into your position here, I'll go ahead and let you do that too. And then we'll go ahead and roll initiative. And
As they're
Oliva,
going inside, I would just kind of say after them, "Shout if you start dying."
perfect. Grumback, obviously, he looks in the position and says, how could I help?
Just stay out there with Oliva.
Yeah, watch our bags for us.
Perfect. Okay. And he looks at you kind of reluctantly, but agrees. Okay. If everyone would roll initiative for me, please, we will go ahead and get into whatever you guys want to do here with us.
Seems like a really good tight hole to get trapped in. Like the
Well,
monster.
Would I be able to position over to here?
Yes. Yeah, and you can stand on the terrain there. Here, let me move that under you. I don't know why that's on top. There you go. Weird. All right, guys, this is gonna be great.
So initiative?
Initiative.
Initiative! Oof, the fucking 5.
What we got here? Nice. All right, Oliva as well.
That backpack as I was moving.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was rolling.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You're just gonna do different stuff.
Different stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do this. Oh wow. Brandy. Perfect. Okay. So initiative is Roper, Oliva, Brandy, D1, Ronan, Grumback, Valora Chew.
Roper, Oliva, Brandy.
Yep.
You got it. Alright, Ronan.
I got half of it.
Oh, sorry. Roper, Oliva, Brandy, D1, Ronan, Grumback, Valora Chew. All right. Fantastic. All right, if everyone wants to stretch their legs quick and maybe grab a drink, we'll go ahead and take a quick 2 minute, like 1 minute, 2 minute break.
It
And
sounds
we
good.
will come back
Yeah.
and... All right, perfect, guys.
Meal time for Roper. I had a monster in the fridge for just such an occasion.
There you go. That's a nice heart. Now you gotta draw a stone.
I'm gonna try to make it stone-like. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do this, the little mouse.
Is it a little mouse or a trackpad?
No, I'm using a mouse. No! See, I fucked it up. Is there a back button? Damn it. Oh well.
Control Z.
Is it actually
That
working?
looks good, so.
Uh-huh.
No. Not working for me.
Good. Oh, really?
Switch from the paintbrush to the clickable, like the arrow thing. You can pick which last bits you drew.
Oh,
and you can
nice.
click that.
Oh my god, this is so weird. Okay. Alright, we gotta speed this up. Fill in.
There you go. That's cool.
What do you got left for spell slots, D1?
I've got 2 first level, 0 second level, and 1 third level left. So 3 spell slots total. I don't have any third level spells, but I have two third level spell slots because of my multi-class.
Well, that's why they make up castables.
Yeah. Well, that's why I just upcast Armor of Agathis at 3rd level, yeah.
So does Armor of Agathis deal damage in retaliation for damage? Or...
Yeah, if I get hit, they take 15 damage.
Okay.
5 per spell slot.
And is it just one round, or...?
It's until my temporary hit points hit 0.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I knew that it gave you something. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, so as soon as those 15, because I get 15 temporary hit points, and as long as I have any of those, I do 15 damage, and as soon as they're all gone, it stops. It goes off of me. Yeah. But I also have 12 hit points worth of my Arcane Ward, which gets eaten first before it touches the temporary hit points. So technically I have to get hit for 27 before I lose it.
That's pretty chunky.
Yeah, that's why Abjuration Wizard with Armor of Agathis is a cool combo. Because your Arcane Ward always takes damage first.
Nice. Nice. That's a cool heart.
Nice. Struggling over here.
All right. Is everybody back?
I think so.
If we're missing
Brandy?
anybody, that's Brandy.
Oh no.
Sorry.
It's all
And it
black.
goes dark.
My heart.
We're all inside the beast's stomach now.
Oh no.
Dad.
Thank
Oh,
God.
there it is.
The
okay.
end.
The end.
That's right. All right, perfect. Okay. I would like to start up combat now, if everybody's here. And the Roper goes first. He is going to, after seeing the distraction, after screaming, the D1 screaming at him and causing a distraction, he's going to lash out a tentacle in D1's direction. 23 to hit?
Ooh. Is my shield off now? I guess was that a round?
Yeah,
already?
it's yeah. So it was one round.
Now the
You
first
missed
round.
a lot of attacks with that shield, actually.
How many times
up?
do I remember how many times he swung at me last round?
I would say so.
Yeah. How many times did I
Yeah.
get swung at?
4 plus a bite.
Yep.
So 5 total.
5 total.
I'm gonna cast shield again.
Okay. You got it, D1, and then the tentacle hits you, or seemingly seems like it's going to come through, and at the last second, once more, there's this kind of brilliant light blue pale force field that everybody sees for a moment as it shimmers across, and it just completely deflects the tentacle. This creature looks very confused once again, D1, and in its confusion, lashes out at Ronan with a tentacle. 22 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay. Let me just see here. The target is grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and has disadvantage on stealth checks and strength saving throws. The Roper can't use the same tendril on another target, so I can't. I have to hold on to you with that tendril. I can't just keep throwing it out, right? So for right now, Ronan, you are grappled. He's going to throw a tendril at Brandy.
Ah.
That is
Oh.
that's a 22 to hit, Brandy.
It definitely hits me.
Oh no,
Look.
Brandy gets tendrilled as well.
Oh, I
Um,
want to be tendril.
And since Brandy's the closest, he's going to throw. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3. I have one more tendril at D1. Gonna throw one at D1. 18. That's 26 to hit. That's not enough, is it?
No.
No. What's your AC right now? 30
27.
or 27? God, that's so high. He misses with it. That completely misses. But he's going to throw a bite at you, Brandy. Oh, sorry, I have reel first. So he's going to reel in at least 25 feet. So I'm bringing Ronan really close. And then I'm going to try and bite Brandy. Natural 1. Is that the second natural 1 he rolled? My God. So he goes to bite Brandy and completely misses for whatever reason. Oh, probably because he's still gnawing on the remnants of Rummy. Sorry, D1.
Okay.
Rummy's like always getting eaten.
Robbie gets eaten a lot.
We can rebuild him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Faster.
What I want to know is he retain all of his trauma with every like reincarnation? Is his
Oh, he
portal
does.
shot Just, like,
He definitely
super
does.
fucked up?
Yeah.
Gains an additional scar.
That shark's been through some shit.
He has. It's true.
Got some therapy.
Aliva, you're up, followed by Brandy on deck.
Well, I'm hearing all of these people getting tentacled behind me, and I just roll my eyes. because I'm like I'm under
That's
my breath
perfect.
about how much I hate this swamp and hate this cave and
Yeah, no, sure. And as you stand here, you hear kind of a little bit of rock falling. You hear like a oh for a moment. It's hard to say. You're kind of a little bit far away, but Grumback's standing here with you, and he seems to be looking around, and you can tell that he's pretty happy not being shrouded in the darkness anymore. Same with your Valora Chu companions, who are kind of all around as well, just keeping their eyes open. Is there anything you want to do in the moment?
the only thing I would do is kind of, because I'm a little on edge to be honest now, and I'd snappily direct everyone who stayed behind with me to look in different directions. Like I would actually direct you, look
okay.
that way, you do this,
Yep.
you do that, and then I would have one person at least looking up.
Oh, perfect. I love that, actually. We'll have Blue looking up, and we'll do that. That's a great idea, actually. So you kind of gave them all kind of a direction to look in, and you're kind of in the middle here, just keeping an eye on the cave entrance here, where your companions are currently fighting, just in case you might need to help in some way.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen closely, and as long as I don't hear screams, I'm not gonna rush in.
Okay, I love it. That's perfect. Yeah. So if there's anything else, Oliva, for you, you can go ahead and I'll just if that's good, I'll just go ahead and move on to
Yeah, I
Brandy
think I'm
here.
good. I'm gonna save spell slots until I probably need
Okay.
them soon.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Brandy, you're up, followed by D1 on deck. Brandy, you can get out of the grapple immediately if you want to. All you have to do is roll a strength check. Hold on one second here. Target's grappled until the grapple ends. The target is restrained and has a disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Yeah, so how you get out of the grapple is... Grapples. Oh, you can also attack the tendrils to escape the grapple. Not if you're consumed in it. So go ahead and roll a strength check for me,
Yeah.
Brandy, with disadvantage.
Sure.
Unfortunately. That's a 10, and unfortunately, yeah, it's not enough, unfortunately, Brandy. So you are grappled, which just basically means that you can't move.
But I can attack the tendril.
Yeah, you can attack. You can attack the tendril and free yourself.
Would the attack roll be at disadvantage because grappled or restrained?
So that's what I'm looking at right now. Roper can have each tendril attacked, immune, blah 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 blah. Destroying a tendril deals no damage, which can replacement. Broken. Okay, it'll be broken if a creature just on a DC. Okay, this is perfect. Yeah, so you can go ahead and attack the tendril. No, you don't have any. Your attacks are not at disadvantage.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't used this guy in a long time.
No, that's okay.
Been a minute.
It's alright, we're gonna have nightmares.
Is that a 21? The 21 definitely hits Brandy. That's really good, Brandy. As
you
you
didn't roll her, you could have had sneak attack on that because me and Ronan are both within 5 feet.
It's true.
Oh shit.
It's okay.
Turn it
Go ahead
on.
and roll
I
it.
just assumed.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Just in case you get your crit.
Well, no, she's still, yeah.
Well, what is
just
she-
roll sneak attack damage. What is sneak attack damage?
Oh, it's just damage. I'm sorry, I'm not
Yeah.
with it.
Oh, 46. Okay, so just go to the side and roll 46.
Yeah.
That'll be easiest, yeah.
10.
Miss on my die.
Yeah. So that is
Nice. Yep, that's good.
21 altogether.
So Brandy, as you lunge forward, kind of as much as you can with your being grappled, you're kind of tightly around your waist here in the moment. You still have enough room to kind of unsheath your rapier and pierce in. You notice it takes a moment before you can actually get any penetration here, because the skin is so leathery and just and rough. And you have a hard time getting it through, but you do eventually. You deal 21 damage. Nicely done. Really, actually. you wouldn't even know it, but it's really good. All right, perfect. Is there anything else, Brandy, with that?
No, I mean I'm stuck, so I'll just hang out here.
I'm sorry. Okay,
No,
perfect.
it's good.
All right. D1, you're up, followed by Ronan on deck.
All right, I'm gonna try punching the tentacle that surround Ronan,
Sure.
and here goes nothing.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
I winces as fist comes at me.
22. Nice hit. 22 does hit. And enough damage. It's more than enough damage to actually
21
destroy the
again.
tendril. The tendril is as you punch the tendril, D1. You can see the electricity jolt out forth from your fist and into the tendril as it kind of chars it from the inside out. Ronan, you feel it release you and just fall to the ground, completely kind of like limp as the roper itself kind of there's some weird actions that are happening, and the roper releases the tendril, and the tendril falls onto the ground as a dead heap of flesh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. You're released, Ronan. Nice job, D1.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do, D1?
What else can I do? Nothing really. My bonus actions are all tied to Rummy, I think. Well, Yeah, no, I'll end my turn there.
Okay, you got it. All right, D1. Ronan, you're up, followed by Grumback on deck.
All right. Well, I am just gonna start swinging because that's kind of all I can do right now.
You got it.
I'm going to try and get the tentacle off of Brandy first.
All right, that's excellent.
Pay it
So
forward.
go ahead and. Sorry.
I said pay it
Yeah,
forward.
exactly right.
Oh,
Oh no, natural one. As soon as you kind of roll or swing your glaive in to try and relieve Brandy of her predicament, Ronan, your glaive kind of slips just for a bit and just manages to damage just a little bit of the outside of Brandy's armor. It doesn't hurt her, but just barely. Like you could tell that it you could have really hurt her badly, but you didn't. I'm not gonna be a jerk. Nice. So unfortunately, that is a fail. If you want to try again.
Yeah, I will redirect my attack.
All right. This is at the tentacle.
No, to the roper itself, the main.
Are you
body.
sure?
Yep.
Okay. Brandy is still grappled. The roper, as you kind of re-angle and flip your glaive around and position your arms, your hands in such a way to put pressure on the glaive, you push in, and as much pressure as you can, Ronan. You get you damage the creature a bit, doing 6 points of slashing damage.
All right.
As you kind of,
and
yeah.
I will spin the glaive around and give my bonus polearm bonus action to the tentacle holding Brandy again.
All right, you got it. Go ahead and roll to hit. Oh, I thought that was going to be a natural 20. That is 22, Ronan, and a 9. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, which you damage it severely, Ronan, to the point where it is trying to continue its it's trying to maintain its grip on Brandy, but it just doesn't seem to be able to, and the roper releases that tendril as well, and the fleshy material just falls on the ground. Well done. Brandy's no longer grappled.
Almost got you.
Nice.
Yeah, really good. All right, is there anything else for you, Ronan? Good turn.
Thanks, man.
I don't think I know if this thing has its attack of opportunity or not. So, fuck it. I'm just gonna risk it. And I'll move there.
Perfect. Doesn't seem to care, Ronan.
Sweet.
All right. Is there anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. Okay, Grumback is up, followed by the Valora Chew on deck. Grumback is going to stand here, and he's going to have a good look around with his perception. And rolls really high, and doesn't seem to see any threat as he relays the information to Aliva. The Valora Chew are going to do the same. That, and that. All success. Green and red seems they report back to Aliva that the coast is clear, as well as blue. So everything seems to be totally good here. Although blue kind of peeks around the corner for a moment just to see if everybody is okay. And once he realizes that everybody's okay, he kind of peeks back around.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, that concludes their turns. We're going to go back up to the Roper now. Brandy, I forgot to ask you on your last turn if you wanted to try and stealth somehow.
Well, I mean, I was
it's
still
hard to-
grappled, so
You were, that's true. But
I didn't even really think that would make sense.
yeah, I think that's true. I think that's
Now that I'm not
probably
grappled,
right.
maybe.
Yeah,
it's
it might be. I
around.
don't know if you can stealth while grappled.
Yeah, I don't think you can. It doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I mean, it is my normal state
Yeah.
of being. But
Yeah, normally.
Sure. Okay, the Roper is currently looking in Ronan's direction. Actually, let me roll to see, because I'm not gonna. Okay, it's looking in D1's direction. So we're gonna go ahead and throw a tentacle at D1. That is a 22 to hit.
Ooh, meets beats, right?
Meets beats.
I am going to. What do I got here? Where is it? Oh, okay. I'm going to use my defensive field. Oh no, that's 3 temporary hit points. Where I got something that gives me extra. Oh, my telescope. Okay, I'm going to use my telescope for a +3 AC on this one.
All right, perfect.
Which
You
puts me
got
at
it.
25.
All right, so it misses you.
Yeah.
The little bit of light, which it sounds crazy in this little cave, but the telescope is kind of magical. And it gathers any bit of light that it can to create this effect, and it shines the light at the best, most opportune time, and the Roper misses. Well done, D1. All right, the Roper's going to throw out another tentacle at Ronan here in his frustration, and that is a 19 to hit.
Also hits.
Also hits Ronan as you are grappled. Brandy, gonna throw a tentacle at you. That is a 16 to hit.
Ooh, you miss.
I miss her. And so he throws out an additional tendril to try and hit Brandy. And that is absolutely a fail with a 9. So misses Brandy. He reels in Ronan with his reel ability and tries to bite Ronan. Ronan, that is a 24 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Ronan, that is... Geez, this is a lot of... Let me do this.
Oh, is my Thorns item a passive thing, or do I have to activate
Sorry?
it? That I have I think they're bracers of thorns.
Yes. Yeah, so let me look at that, actually. It's a good
Yeah, I
question.
can't remember where that got put.
Bracers of Thorns. So we put them in story character info. I think we did.
I can look it up if that's where it's at.
It's right here, yeah. Braces made from Audrey. While wearing these bracers, you can use a bonus action to cause thorns to sprout from them for the next minute. So you have to preemptively do it for the next minute.
Okay,
Any
no
creatures
worries.
that hit you. But good question. So definitely use it, man. Definitely use it. You guys, if there's any items you want to use, definitely use them. Okay, so that is... just make sure I get this damage right, Ronan. That's 22 points of piercing damage, Ronan.
Damn.
22.
Okay.
As the Roper bites into your arms, kind of real close to you, and starts to you see its jaws. It's very odd. It's sideways, kind of horizontal. I mean vertical jaw here as it chomps, kind of seemingly trying to get to your chest, as it continuously chomps at you here.
Let out a muffled scream.
Yeah, you got it, Ronan. Everyone hears you hear a little bit. The Valor Chew, I guess, will probably hear a little too. Okay, perfect. That concludes the Roper's turn. Aliva, you were up, followed by Brandy on deck.
Yeah, I hear that scream. I'm gonna kind of duck my head down and be like, "We still alive?"
Yeah, you can definitely move a little bit.
We're good.
Yeah, you can. I love it.
Not.
That's great. We're okay.
Yeah, I think I would.
We could use some help.
Wait, what? Sorry.
I said we could probably use some help. D1's gonna yell at Grummy. Grummy, you need to get your ass in here.
I don't think I can make it underneath the.
You're not that big. You can squeeze.
I will
Bullying
certainly
him
try.
on a regular basis.
He is.
Suck in that gut.
You're not big as you think you are. Nice. Aliva, is there anything else you want to? You're in a good area here. I would say roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, I'm tempted just to go in myself and leave them behind, but frankly, I don't have a lot of faith in Grumback right now because he's shown that he's really frightened easily in this place.
Seems to have some definitely some misgivings. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't really know the capabilities of the Vorachu, so at this point, I'm like, I trust myself more than I trust them. You said perception, sorry?
Yeah. Yep. 19. Really good, Aliva.
His best rabbit buddy did die.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Aliva, yeah, you.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, you don't. Nothing changed. Nothing seems to have changed. Everything seems to be totally fine still.
Okay, I would pace a little bit. Like I'm literally
Yeah.
looking down the hallways myself. I'm not just leaving it to them to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then constantly glancing back in the direction
Yeah.
of the hole.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I'm
That's a
tempted
great
to
idea.
join that fight, but I also don't trust them. So then I finally would nod to grab back and say, "Get in there."
Yeah. So perfect. And he would say, I should probably try and help. I hope I can fit in. 8, 5. You know what? I'll move him on his turn. I'll move him over and see if I can get him in. Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else for you, Aliva?
I don't think so, no.
All right. Sorry, this is probably pretty boring for you. You're kind of hanging out here. But your job is very
Not a big
crucial,
deal.
just so you know.
Yeah,
Very crucial.
I'm
Good
feeling
work.
paranoid and like I'm where I should be. So
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. All right. Aliva. Brandy, you are up, followed by D1 on deck.
All right, it's time to keep swinging.
I think she got. Is she grappled or she's not?
No,
Oh,
she's
I'm
not.
free and loose.
Yep.
Nice.
She's good.
But I'm not stealth, but I will have sneak attack.
Those are
attack
great
this time.
qualities. Sorry. that one. Those pins were set up.
My golly. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna attack the beast itself.
All right, you got it. All right, Brandy, she unsheathes her rapier and kind of lunges in for an attack. A 25 definitely hits. 32 damage.
Get wrecked, bitch.
Insane. Oh my god. Brandy lunges in from below, least suspected out of everyone, and lunges in with an upward kind of angle. You find the same wound that you caused before, Brandy, making it a little easier to get a little bit deeper. And you do. You seem to hit something in there that's pretty crucial to the beast, because as soon as you pull the rapier out, it starts to leak this horrible kind of odd looking fluid. Is there anything else, Brandy?
No, I mean, honestly, well, actually, that's not true. I would not mind trying to stay.
Yeah, you can walk through Ronan.
Uh-oh, she just went all robot-y. You there? Uh-oh.
she's typing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that's it.
Oh. Nice, no problem.
Yeah, if I
I
ever
just-
don't respond, it's 9 out of 10 times I've just rolled back in my chair and I pulled my stupid USB cord out of my
I
headset.
do that all the time. I swear to God.
Constantly. It's so annoying. What was I saying? Oh, I was
Nice.
gonna try and stealth. What I was gonna do. I
Yeah.
was gonna try
Yep.
and stealth.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So did stealth?
I was gonna-
You could move right here behind Bat
Mhm.
or behind Ronan,
can.
sorry, and then stealth behind him.
That's
Yep.
what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Yeah, go ahead and roll to stealth. Roll to stealth. 15. 15 is enough. You get the ninja mask.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool.
Nice. Good job, Randy. That was an awesome hit, actually. Because these
That
guys,
was
this
big,
guy's, he has a lot of high AC.
I figured he had a good bit of a HP there too.
He does, yeah. Perfect. Okay, D1, you were up, followed by Ronan on deck.
All right, here goes nothing.
All right. You're hitting him?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm
Seven?
hitting the tendril that's holding Ronan.
Okay, 17 unfortunately isn't enough to deal any damage. You punch it, but it just doesn't seem to get through the thick flesh.
I thought it was in its mouth anyway.
You were in his mouth?
Well, yeah, you're still
I thought it bit
grappled,
me.
but yeah, it did. It bit you. Yep.
Oh, it just bit you. Okay.
Yeah, but he's still grappled for sure.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm just gonna yell at Grumback. What
Yes,
the
I
fuck's
am.
taking you so long?
I'm coming.
That'll end my turn.
Perfect. Is that it? Just that?
Yeah.
So supportive.
Oh, okay. Ronan, you're up, followed by Grumback on deck.
All right.
You can go ahead and roll a strength check if you'd like with disadvantage to try and get out before you even do anything else. Was that a 3?
That was a double.
Unfortunately, it is
Well,
not.
I rolled a save.
Oh, it is a save. Yep, go ahead and roll a check.
I forgot which one did which.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Two, two is not. So you're still grappled, Ronan, but you can still attack.
Yeah, noodle arms.
You can use your attack to try and hit the tendril if you want. Try and get free that
I
way.
think I'm going to just attack the main body.
You got it. Let's see what you got.
Seems like this thing has just endless tendrils.
What is that? 24. 24 definitely hits Ronan for 11 more points of slashing damage. Really good. As you slash the beast, you kind of you work on that area that Brandy has been working on for a while, and you see that it's damaged right in kind of that middle area below the mouth. Well done, Ronan. Is there anything else for you?
Second attack, same spot.
Okay, you got it. 12. Unfortunately, 12 misses Ronan. With it's just very, very thick, fleshy material here.
And bonus action.
And also, unfortunately, a miss, Ronan, as you kind of bring the butt end back to try and do some bludgeoning damage. It just isn't effective.
I whimpered to myself. And that'll end my turn.
For a
Whimpering is
big
an action for
stationary bug,
display.
this guy's hard to
Display.
hit.
He's fucking hard, man. Yeah, he's hard. He has really thick skin is the problem. So his description is, yeah, he's big, but he's tough. They have really, really high AC. Okay. Grumback is up, and Grumback 5, 10, 15, 20. That's not right. So he's going to get close to the entrance here and realize that he is too big to get through. He cannot get through. He's too big. So what he's going to try and do is load his crossbow and fire his crossbow
Nice.
at the roper. So here we go.
Yeah, you can reach 10 feet with his polearm.
Uh,
That's-
barely.
10 would take him to this square, which
Yeah, I don't know if he'd have the room to maneuver. I mean, it's a great idea, Ronan. Maybe if he was
I'd
one
say
square
make him
closer.
do it from prone if he wants to do it.
I don't even know if he can get into the prone position in order to, because like I said, Grumbek's really big, you guys. He's like, bugbears are very big. Otherwise, I would totally do it because he
How
would just
big
come
is
in.
he?
I think he's like upwards of 9 or 10 feet. How big is
Oh,
how big is
shit.
Claire?
Pictured him at like 7 feet.
He's as big as Claire.
no, yeah, 8
Oh, damn.
feet.
Claire.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, my bugbear character.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys would have to look
350.
up bugbears.
Yeah, it's okay. So he's just gonna. Well, let me just do this, and that is a hit anyway. Believe it or not.
Nice.
Yeah. So we do this, and that is 7 more points of piercing damage as Grumbak fires a crossbow through and seems to hit the creature kind of in the face, as you all see a bolt kind of sticking out of the creature's face.
Nice shot,
Kinda-
Grummy Bear.
He kind of like yells in, "Keep fighting!" You know, and passes his turn. The Valora Chew is up now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move blue over here and red here to kind of cover the area more and do a whole big perception check. Do this, and that, and that. Green seems to report everything is fine, Oliva. Red seems to be looking around and seems totally okay too. And blue also reports that the coast is clear to you. As they
Okay,
all
is
kind
that,
of.
is that water by green?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
Is he looking in there too?
He is. Yep. That's
Okay.
a great question. Yeah, I have him like looking in that whole general area. So.
Okay.
And
yeah.
just so you know, they all rolled. They all rolled successes for their. They all succeeded. So.
Okay.
um,
yeah.
they
I'm
didn't mess
prowling
with
back
it.
and forth. I'm feeling both guilty for not being with the rest of the group, but I'm also like, fuck if something else comes up behind us.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right. As it stands, guys, we're back at the top of the round here with the roper up. It is now end of session
Yeah.
time normally. So if you guys want to go ahead and we'll end the session now. We'll come back next time right here at the top of the round. And you guys have him wounded. He's wounded. So if you continue to fight him and this is your plan, you have a good chance. So all right, everyone.
Yeah.
With that being said, we'll go ahead and end the session there, and we'll see everyone next week.
Sounds good.
good.
Excellent.
Peace, y'all.
Yo.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll stop the recording.